Hi, class. Welcome to week 11. Yeah, we only have 7 more weeks before we're all done with the class. So let's get started. Okay, yes, we're in week 11. So, week 11, we are talking about integrating sources, and that is MLA 3. So, our reading assignment for this week is MLA 3, Integrating Sources in the Diane Hacker book. So, make sure you read it and watch the corresponding video to go along with it. And this is the video. So make sure that you watch the video to go along with the lesson that you're reading. And this is an essay package. These are helpful documents on how to write a research paper. So you just go in them basically, and it gives you a little advice about writing a research paper, genre, and the research paper, choosing a topic, two major types of research papers, where do I begin, identify an audience, and it's a sample MLA essay in here and a sample MLA annotated bibliography, which you guys will be working on in a couple of weeks, and the basic outline of a paper which you just finished working on last week. So this is just for your information. There's no assignments attached. If you're having difficulties in some areas and you want to review this information, this is what is here for. Okay, so then next you're going to post 4 PDF scholarly peer-reviewed primary sources for your research-based argumentative essay. Now you have already done your synthesis essay, hopefully, and the synthesis essay asks you to choose 2 articles. Now those 2 articles, you can use those for part of your 4 and find 2 more of the articles. And this right here is just giving you a review of how to find good peer review scholarly articles. So watch the video and then attach the actual article, not just the link. I don't want to chase around. I want you to download the article and then save it as a PDF and attach that PDF to this assignment. Now, I want to go and show you how to find documents through the library research process. But first, let's finish off this lesson and then I will come right back. So next, what you have do is your sense impression, and it is the man. You look one way, you see one man, you look another way, you see another man. It's the same man, but for some reason you can see 2 sides of his face. So go ahead and write your sense impression essay on that one. And then we have your current event for this week, and the current events is teens and vaping. So go ahead and make sure that you take care of all of that. And that's just about it for this week. So what I want to do is I want to backtrack because I want to make sure that you guys are learning how to do this, because it's going to sneak up on you if you don't get working on it right away. So I'm going to go to Fresno City College, and then I can take my library link and go straight to our library. And we're just going to scroll down and find and access. So we want to get articles from the research database. So we're just going to click right here. And before we go here, let's go back one step. I'm going to go back one step to show you. It's a lot of information here. You can chat with a librarian. They will help you do your citing if you're having a problem with doing it. You can fill out a request to have a rap session, and they'll do a 1-by-1. You can do a Zoom reference desk conference, and it's a lot of research guides here. If you just click on this link right here, it'll take you to a lot of research guides that are right here that I set up for you. English 1A, other instructors have set up information for you. And I took some information from here and I've already given it to you. And it's on MLA style works cited page. So it's a lot of information here. So you just click on it and you can see what's there and what could help you when you're doing looking for your sources. So there's a lot of information here. So you can just go and ask one of the librarians and they can help you. Now I want to go back to where we were, and that was the research guides. So I'm just going to pick a topic. And the most popular research guide, let's go back because I want to make sure that you guys are getting exactly what you need to get. I don't want to make sure I don't want you to be confused. So we were looking at research guides before for research help. Now we want to find articles. So we're going to go to articles, research databases. And the most popular one is the Academic Search Complete. So we'll click on this one right now just for the sake of time so I can show you how to work it. And once we're in the database, then you want to say, let me just take a topic that's current that people in the class are working on. How about Black Lives Matter? Just throw that in there and we'll do a search on that. Now at first you're going to come up with a lot of articles. So we want to go ahead and we want to limit that amount. So let's check off scholarly peer-reviewed journals because that's what we want. And we want full text journals. And then let's change the publication date to 5 years. Make sure that your work is not over 5 years old because you want to make sure that you have new information. So let's try 2015 and see what we can do on that, how that's going to work. And then let's go academic journals, and it's updating academic journals, and you're going to see that it's going to be a lot less. We had thousands, now we're all the way down to about 300. So that's kind of a manageable amount. But if you want to be more specific, then you come in here in the title part and you narrow it down. So let's just say, let's take one of the articles, for instance, it's a full PDF and it is an academic journal. So we're just going to click on this article per se. Okay, and now that we're in it, you have your option where you can download it or you could save it. You could save the whole PDF document. You can download it, save it. And if you want to cite it, then you just click on cite. And when you click on cite, it'll give you the citation format. So we just scroll down until we see MLA. And here it is. And this shows you exactly how to cite it. So let's just cut and paste. We're going to copy this. And then we're going to open ourselves a Word document. And let's see, let's get a new document. And let's say we just transfer this over here. So now it's over here, but it's not quite in the right format. So one thing we have this shading. So let's just get rid of all of the formatting. I think if we go up into File, Edit, we can go Clear, and we'll go Clear Formatting, and that'll take away all of that shading and what have you. So then we want to come back and we want to format it the way it should be. It's not in the right font, so we want to go to Arial. We want to go to the Arial font, just the plain Arial font, not narrow, black, or whatever. Okay, so now the works cited should be centered. So let's center this text right here. We can do that by applying the center. And then we just come down and we want to use this as a hanging indent. So we are going to our line spacing options, and we'll just tell it hanging indent. And when we tell it hanging indent, we tell it okay. And now you have perfect format that you need to use for your works cited page. So this is much easier than fooling around trying to get it right and you're not really sure how to get it right. So now that you have it, you can go back and check and make sure that it's done correctly, because sometimes some things are left out and you have to come back and do it again. So you want to make sure that you are citing it correctly. Sometimes the people don't put things in the right order. So once you find out how it's cited, then you go back to the information that you have regarding citing information, and it should tell you exactly what you need to know and how to cite it correctly. Okay, so we have that done, and I wanted to call your attention to some documents that I have placed in the folders for you. They were in, I got to get back to our class, but they are in the announcements. I sent out 2 announcements last week, and they are to help you. So let's see if I can get to those announcements, and then I will work on showing you what the announcements were. One of them I gave you was helpful hints. It is a document that you can look at to see if you are making some of these obvious mistakes on your paper. Is some of the mistakes that most students have been making throughout the course, and I just noted them here. So proper MLA in-text citation, you see, is open paren brown, no punctuation between, and then the page number and close paren. So it's the author and the page number that you are interested in making sure that it is there for you. So make sure that you use the correct format for English, and that is the MLA. And then I tell you, do not ask questions in your essay unless you answer them immediately following in your paper. Numbers, spell out numbers from 1 to 10, use figures for numbers above 10, unless they are of technical nature. And then I give you some examples. So read through here and see if it's some things in here that you need to brush up on, and take note and make sure that you're not doing it. So this just some little helpful hints for you. And then the next paper that I attached was works cited, how to do how to cite using MLA style. So here it is, and this is telling you how to cite a book, and this is how you do it. It's the first thing is the author's name, the book title, publisher city, publisher's name, year of publication, and medium, what type. So here it is. You put it right here. It is last name, and then it's the first name, and then the book title, and you put it in italics, and then the publisher year. And this is how you string it along, and it's showing you that's the correct way to do it. And then it tells you for all of the other different documents that you're going to need, how to cite them. So just look at that. If you get confused, you need some help, you can go to the librarian, you can come to me, you can come to Sean. You guys have a lot of different avenues that you can go through for help. But let's start working on getting the citation done properly, for the simple fact that we are at the end of this class, and now we have to work on a lot of things to get them correct so that we can finish the class out without any difficulty. So we want to make sure that we're able to cite MLA style and write an 8 to 12 paper without a lot of mistakes that will cause the reader to lose focus in the work. So this is the goal. This is what we're striving for. We're striving to get that 8 to 12 page paper. Now you just turned in a 3 to 4 page synthesis essay. That is a mini research paper. So now you can build on that by adding more sources and adding more information, and you can turn in your rough draft of your research paper, which is going to be due along the road here. We have your annotation due before that. but I don't want to get you thinking too far ahead, but focus on citing things properly, listing them properly on your works cited list, because these are the things that you're going to need to know in order to finish off the class. So, with that being said, if you guys have any questions or if you need any help, please feel free to contact me. I'm always available, always willing to help you, and let's get this show on the road. But don't be afraid to ask for help and to get help, because it's going to be really touchy these last 7 weeks getting everything done and submitted timely. So your papers that you submitted last week, normally I get your stuff back to you within a week, well before a week from when you submit it. For, like, say, if you submit it on a Friday, my promise to you is to have it back to you that following Friday, and sometimes I have it to you before that Monday. But for longer documents, it takes a longer time to grade. So I will not have the excuse me, these other documents ready for your review until probably next Friday or maybe sooner, but at least next Friday you can expect to have them back for you. So start working on finding your 4 scholarly articles the way I showed you how to look in the library, and make sure that you're making notations of those and making your works cited page, and that you download the whole PDF article and attach that, and not just the link for me to click on and go. I want the actual documents. Okay. All right. So see you guys next time. Take care and have a great day. Bye.